Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And the ball is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's right on target. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Oh, he's looking to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wide out in motion. On third down, going up top. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Might as well stick with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Gonna run it. It's Norris. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Notre Dame, 21, Alabama, 0.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flynn. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
It's complete on the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got his man. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 21, Alabama 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shakes off the tackler. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the pitch. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Takes his shot. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose those spots where they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol.
29 Philly.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll line up for a second down play. Goes to the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll run the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
And your Alabama First and 10 will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Second down coming up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The back goes in motion. Wants to pass it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
28, Alabama, 7.
And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
There's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, and make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano a mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the back.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the timing just a hair off. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart and understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Brings up second down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Looking to take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw.